good day. Welcome to Sisterhood, your weekly magazine show coming to you from beautiful Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us as we come together to bring you some inspiration, information, and insights.
The intention of Sisterhood is to create a safe place where we can share, learn, and explore some of the unique issues women face in the Caribbean.
Yes. In the Sisterhood, our aim is to learn from each other's experiences and encourage communicating, collaborating, and educating, and celebrating each other.
So today's show brings it to the end of our first season of the Sisterhood Weekly Magazine Show.
Yeah.
We hoped we have covered topics that encourage dialogue not only with people around you, but most importantly with yourself, examining new ways of looking at the problems we face while exploring solutions.
Yeah.
And I know for sure this show has affected all of us who sit here weekly. Because of the topics we discuss, it has opened us up to look at the ways in which we live and tackle our daily lives.
That is true.
Yes, Agus.
That's true.
And in today's season finale of the Sisterhood, boo-hoo, our main topic is living with intention. If we look at life itself, it is so precious and short. And the time we have on earth is swiftly coming to an end for us all. So what are we doing with it?
Good question.
That's the question. How are we going to make our mark? I mean, not in any grandiose national or international way, but how are we going to live our most fulfilling lives for us? So we can sit back and feel at peace with ourselves. It's a very profound topic, living with intention, but one that we are going to explore today. We will be examining all of this and more when the Sisterhood returns.
Welcome back. Thanks very much for staying with us. We'd like to thank all our new fans out there. All of you who have joined up and signed up for the Sisterhood on Facebook at the Sisterhood TT. Please encourage at least 2 of your friends to join the Sisterhood so we can build strength in numbers. We'll be reaching out to hundreds, all the hundreds who have already signed up to talk about our first Sisterhood event. So look out for our email coming to you soon.
And now let's jump into our first segment in the Sisterhood called So I Was Minding My Own Business When, and you fill in the rest. So Atalia, you want to go first, girl?
Well, today I went running around the savannah with one of my clients, and as we're jogging and having a good time.
You always have bad experiences with
But
them.
this one wasn't really that bad though.
She done pushed
So, so when we just saw the one of those army vans just stopped abruptly, and it's on the further right. So we think it was something happening. So we hastened the steps. And it's because the army member were looking at us jogging, and then after this kind of drive up faster, and they're like, "Good job, ladies!" All of them clapping in it. So I was like,
So they were not busy protecting our country.
Like, oh my God.
Busy watching Italia.
Training, what
Yeah.
going to
Training.
I guess they wanted to learn
Physical
something
training.
new. Okay, that's what I came up with in my head.
They were minding your business.
They need a little inspiration.
We trainees.
Daniela?
Passing your knowledge.
Sure, wow.
Your fitness knowledge.
Sure too.
Let's see. So my tip. I was minding my own business when. Okay, so I was at Las Cuevas about 2 weekends ago. I'm going to breakfast, passing the parents and their children. Some parents really don't teach their children basic courtesies. They just put their head down and, morning. And then they're like, oh, it's a human, morning. Like you didn't see them before.
Yeah.
So parents need to be very mindful of teaching their kids basic courtesies. Don't wait to tell certain people
Yes.
because of who you think they are.
Good
right?
morning.
And just good morning to everyone.
Yeah, which links with our parenting topic last week.
Yeah.
Very true.
So that's it.
I was minding my own business. Went to Super Farm with my dad. Walked in there and there was this man in front in the line. He has balloons and a card and whatever. So maybe I wasn't minding my own business because I was trying to, I was listening to the cashier saying, so okay, what's the occasion? Because it was a lot. And he said, I just felt like it. And
Very
that
Yeah.
just pulled at my heart. It was so sweet. So we have some good men in here,
Yeah.
you know. We
Like
have
that
them.
budget,
We
is
do.
it budget?
Very
Extra
some.
foods.
Yeah.
Who
Wow.
covered the rest of the customer's bill because
yes,
they didn't
I
have
saw that.
sufficient funds.
Really?
And I think it was a rapper.
Yeah.
Oh,
And he
really
covered
nice.
the rest of the bill.
Yeah, he was packing bags and he
Yes.
did that. So
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
that's
my-
very
I
nice.
wasn't going to talk about that, but that's
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I was minding my own business when, I'm having a camp this week, right? And it's a bunch of teenagers, and I was very kind of nervous about it, 'cause teenagers could be, But anyway, one morning I got up and I was really exhausted and a little, I would say, frustrated a bit, and I just like, why am I doing this? I could be relaxing or whatever the case may be. And one of the kids, when I went downstairs, she just ran and she hugged me. And she said, Miss, I'm so excited to be here. What are we doing today? And I was like, okay, I actually kind of want to slap myself, for actually questioning why I was doing it. Because obviously, sometimes you never know the kind of impact that you're making in someone's life.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
never
Yeah.
take that for granted. So I just wanted to say that.
That was a reminder.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love it when I'm doing camp. Okay, my turn. Gosh, I have so many. Which one to pick? Yeah, because so many unexpected things seem to happen in Trinidad. But I'm going to use the one as minding my own business when I went into a shop to buy shoes, right? Some sandals for myself and my daughter. I went into Payless because I wanted to get something, reasonable, and they have BOGO. So I'm looking, and the lady next to me and I were trying on the same shoe. And I looked at her and she said, oh God, I have to get something comfortable because I have a steel plate in my foot, right here. I said, okay, that is weird. I have a steel plate in my foot, right here, and the same foot, just slightly different. And we talked about how that happened, and then I went to the cashier. I was like, this is weird. I went to the cashier and the lady was like, oh, you could get a further 10% if you have an old bill and you go online and complete a survey. Did you all know this? So I said, well, no, there's the cashier. So I said, no. She said, let me help you. Because they know me, I take it slow. How old is the child? She took the phone, she completed the survey, and I got an extra 10% discount. So you see, you're talking about how excellent service happens in Trinidad and Tobago, and it just takes that extra minute to help somebody, to make somebody's
And they will
day.
have a returning customer.
Yes, because they were so
Well, I
good.
was minding my business. Well, I have two stories too. I mean,
mine.
one of them was my little dog. He got he came inside of the house, all face all swollen up, and like we were scared, maybe it was a frog that he bit. So we was trying to flush out his mouth, put salt, and then the puppy was really getting on, and then they took him to the vet, and then the vet says a bee stung. He was stung by a bee, and it had the same symptoms of a frog apparently. So I mean, thank God we didn't put salt and try to kill the dog. But Pride, I was minding my business, and I was in Pride this week on Saturday, the parade. It was lovely, and it was wonderful, and I just had to talk about that. So happy Pride. Yeah.
We
So
were-
that's it.
We were all proud
Yes.
that everybody came out and supported. That's wonderful.
Yes.
So, well, these were our fabulous stories this week. So we want to know what you were doing, minding your own business, and what happened to
Yes,
you. You
yes.
can send it on our
Yes,
Facebook
send it on the page and
and
let
give
us
us
know.
some ideas.
Yes,
But we have
yes.
to stop here and continue with the show.
Yes, and when we return, we plunge into today's main topic, living with intention. We'll be right back. We're back. It's easy to let life happen to us. However, I doubt any of us desire to just drift through life. Nobody's saying it's going to live. Instead, it is said that the secret to living a full and meaningful life is to live intentionally and on purpose. We live in a busy world that is constantly trying to drag us by the hand and tell us that this is important and that is important, do this and do that. But when we live intentionally and on purpose, we become mindful of how we choose to spend our day.
Yes, because intention means you decide.
Yeah.
You make the changes in your life that makes you feel more fulfilled. Not constantly living pieces of your life with everyone else or for everyone else. Living intentionally is not a selfish existence, but a self-fulfilling existence where you fill your cup so it can run over to the rest of the people in your life.
Yes, it's like I always say that it's important to make statements I want my life to be happy.
Yes.
Okay,
If it's like we were talking about
Yeah.
earlier, you know, if I make that's what I want, happiness. I don't want money, I want happiness. If money should come and make me happy, then you know it's fine. and
But
all.
sometimes
But
too,
yeah.
you have to define what your happiness
Yes.
is.
No, I know.
Because there's a joke with the girl that said she wanted a man who's deal with money every day, and they sent her a conductor.
All right,
Right.
all right.
Yeah.
No,
It's
but
just a simple
and that
example.
reminds me of one of the topics we started to talk about firstly on Sisterhood called situationship.
Right.
Relationship. You know, it's true because
Yeah.
it's all about, you know, what you're asking for. And when
Right.
you're going into these relationships, now you have to really say what you're asking for. So you wouldn't end up in a situationship at all.
A
So
bad
relationship.
situationship.
Yeah, the relationships that may not serve you and give you what you are looking for, but leave you puzzled, hurt, and insecure.
Yeah.
Most of the situationships forces you to place yourself as the unimportant person to
Exactly.
someone who you should be important to.
Exactly, and like you're going into a relationship,
Yeah.
stand, make a statement what I want from this relationship. I want us to move together, to do things together, to live
Yeah.
together, live our best lives.
Yeah.
Make a statement, find a
That's
purpose.
communication. A lot of people don't communicate that.
And when you're in situationships, it's both intentions now have
Yes.
to
Have
have
to
to come
balance.
together. You have to
Yeah.
balance.
Find a
the
common
intentions.
ground, yeah.
Ask for exactly what you want. But sometimes when you ask exactly what you want, you end up getting the
Yeah.
what somebody interprets it to be.
Well, I mean, if you're with a person in a relationship, it's not about you alone. It's,
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's
well,
team.
yeah.
You know, it's supposed to be team together now. You know.
So true.
You're right.
Tiam. SpongeBob.
Another area that can give you more time for self-realization is when you stop spending so much time judging others.
Oh
gosh, we like to do that. Ladies, remember our show Judging Addiction?
Yeah.
That was
yeah.
a really good one. It
Yeah.
puts some perspective how much of our time and energy is wasted in judging others and not fulfilling our own lives.
Yeah, boy,
That
With
was
social
that was
media
a-
as well,
Yes.
it creates the breeding ground
Yeah.
to judge others constantly.
I mean, I think it's something naturally in everybody. You see somebody, good, what she wearing? You don't even want.
And you just
You
want
don't
to
even.
judge
It's
them.
not. It just be.
Yes.
I do it all the time, and as I said in that show, I pray to God that I am not judging because I don't want to be judged.
right,
yeah.
So I would never be verbal in it, you know, talk about it, but in our heads,
yeah.
why is she having so makeup? Why is she wearing such a short pants? Why is she not, you know?
Yeah.
But it's
You find my
something.
pants short?
No.
It's
No,
a
but
sugar
it's something about human beings that we do, and
And Trinidadians they don't hold them out.
Yeah. No, they
Instead of
I hold my
oh, you put
mouth.
on so much weight. One, two, three.
Yes.
It's like a greeting
Yo.
in Trinidad.
The other day somebody saw me and it was like, oh, she put, and I was like, yes, I put on weight because I don't want to say like two.
Yeah,
Wait,
I wouldn't say this
just
is
like
Trinidad
that.
though, because even when you look at
I'm
social
good
media and the
lady.
comments people make under certain
gosh.
people's picture, I mean, everybody, they're just judging and negative, and it's just
yeah, but I mean,
ridiculous.
we can't help it sometimes. But the thing about it, we really have to try and every time a next say a negative thing,
Yeah.
go with a positive thing on top of
Exactly.
that.
I agree.
And she
That's
wears
what
such
we
a
do.
short pants, but she have a
Right.
cute face.
Exactly.
Yeah. Sometimes.
Look
Just
at it positive.
to balance it.
Balance it, yeah.
Well, one of these shows that touched me was the violence against women when we had
Oh, yeah.
Katura Campbell
Yes,
as our
yes.
guest. It is so important that we find the strength to stay away from these relationships that disrespect, that violate, that erode our trust and our self-worth, right? Because once you recognize that your significant other is treating you with that lack of love and respect, it is your signal to move forward.
Yes.
Right? So I know it could be one of the hardest things to do when you love someone,
Yeah.
but if you again define your intention for yourself, know exactly what you want, it will be easy because that is not who you see yourself being.
Yes.
Yeah,
When
no.
you go into a relationship, state your intention.
Yes.
State it one time. The two people must be able to say, I want a relationship with you. I don't want games. Or are we playing games? State your
But,
intention.
and if you realize that the intention is to harm you,
Yes.
you have to get away. And if the
Yeah.
person does not respect you, you have to run
I
away.
think a lot of times we
Yeah.
justify things and we make excuses because we want that at the time. We want the person or we want that feeling or whatever, so we justify. And we find all these different excuses as to, okay, we know this is not what we really want. We know somehow in the back of our minds that this probably will hurt us, but we still go for it. And so
Yeah.
we have to be more concerned about how we love ourselves first.
Yes.
Right? Because then if we don't love ourselves and we can't do that, then we can't love
And then there's a lot of people with this opinion that they will change, and always wait, and then 10, 12 years later down the road.
Yeah, same thing.
They change downhill.
The roll downhill.
That
You have your standard and stick to it.
Exactly.
Nah,
Yeah.
some people could change though. I mean,
Yeah.
oh God, we have to.
Well, night after you go back, you'll be a man.
That's it. What? Well, ladies, I looked at the Sisterhood show recently. What don't I know about you?
Right,
It
I
was a
remember
really
that
good
one, yeah.
I like that show.
Yeah.
With the questions.
Yeah. I missed out because I wasn't on that episode, but it reminded me so much about how often we don't really know the people in our lives. And we must make a conscious effort to do more, reach out more. I truly feel like it would make our time spent with people more meaningful.
I so agree. That show really affected me, and that I have been going out of my way to reconnect with friends, to talk to the lady in the shop who had the steel blade. Just get to know people a little better, a little deeper. And to reach out to old friends and do things for friends. If you commit and you say you're doing something, do it. Don't say, oh, she's my friend, she'll understand. Chances are she needs you to be a friend right now.
Okay, ladies, extremely great conversations, but let's get to Pulse of Our People, a segment where we speak to the people on the street and get their thoughts and opinions.
I think everybody just living day to day. Nobody living for the future or anything. They have no plans or anything. So.
I feel that a lot of youths are just blowing in the breeze. You know, they just don't have no goals. They don't have any plans. You know, they're just living day to day, and you know.
I feel that people are just living day to day because, as you can see, a lot of the youths are living fast. That's why they are dying so fast. And what I would like to say is that they should consider the future. All right. I would like to also give an advice to youths that they should take their education very serious because it will have a great impact for them for future purposes. It's time they start to sit down and rethink their lives and make sure to include God, because they can't do anything in this life without God. So I would encourage each and every one of them to sit down and start to plan and start to find a purpose, because once you have God in your life, you would know your purpose in life. All right. So we all need to relax and take a break with all the negative things that's happening and start to help each other as a community, start to live with each other, live good, help neighbors, help one another, and that's how we will make it further. But most importantly, it starts with the home. All the parents need to start to work with their kids. All the elders in the communities need to start to speak to the young ones and get them involved in something very creative. We don't all have to be doctors and lawyers, but trust me, if you have to be a hairdresser, be the best hairdresser you can be. If you have to be a mechanic, be the best mechanic you can be. You never can tell, one day you'll be working for someone very important and you'll be calling a big price that you didn't even imagine. Alright, so we need to start to rethink what it is we're doing now and stop living fast, stop living like we don't know when we're going to die, because right now the economy is very hard. Everybody just living for themselves, but living very selfish, and start to do what's correct, do the correct thing, do what's right. Alright, and believe in God. Bye.
Welcome back. Some very good views and comments from our people out there. Thank you
so much. It's really surprised me every week
How deep thought,
how open people are every week. To speak
share,
out and to share.
And to share. And
Their
that is
topics with us.
And that's what we need to do more as a people in this country, to share our experiences and to talk to our friends about our lives and what's bothering us,
Ask the right questions.
Yes.
And through that, you'll realize how many common grounds we have, how many common threads, how many common concerns.
Because in this country, we have politics keep us divided, race keeps us divided, religion keeps us divided,
money,
vegetarian, money, what food we eat, so many things. Keeps us divided as a people.
Boxes or briefs, too many.
So we should really wanting to getting to know each other more in this society. I mean, the lady that I buy food from in my Mr. Burger. I love those ladies that know me, that know the show dollars. That's what they're talking about. And we have that kind of rapport,
Well, you know what is? I had a little camp home by me as well. It's home in my house, and so I had the children. I taught them who are the people in your neighbor from Sesame Street. And when the poor May lady come down the street, we ran by the gate. She was like shocked, and we sang for her, and we sang stand for the garbage men and
Of course.
doing this kind of thing.
And it's
Real
right? Remember that for a long
Same.
time.
Even the shoe. Look at how all of us have differences.
Yeah.
And Sisterhood brought us together.
Yeah.
And we know so much about each other now. That's just amazing.
And that could happen to the people, our sisters out there on your job. How much you know about the people in the cubicle next to you, really?
Yeah.
You know, the teachers in the teaching room. Teachers, I know teachers teach in the same school and they don't know about each other.
Yeah.
So people try and make an effort to know your people.
It's true.
And when we have a Sisterhood live event, come out and you'll get to know all of us as well. Very well.
Really great discussion, ladies.
Yeah.
However, we have to go to commercial
Okay, we
break.
must.
When we return, we will explore some of the ways we can help living with intention.
Welcome back. You're viewing Sisterhood, a weekly show where we address some of the issues facing not only women, but everyone in our sweet TNT. Today's topic is living with intention.
Living with a purpose. I think to live with intention and purpose is something that is much easier said than done. But it's easier when you're older too. It becomes a little easier as you get older. I mean, somebody tell me that when I was 17, 18, like, what are you talking about? Let me live my life. And because now you can look back at your life and your experiences and see the things you want to change when you're this little older. The things you can do without and clear all the things that clutter your life unnecessarily. You know, when you get older, you could understand that. But we could train.
Some older.
Some.
I've met some older people who are a mess.
Yes.
They hold on.
Age is supposed to bring wisdom.
Yeah.
Age is supposed to bring wisdom. It doesn't always.
Even at this age, and after the many accomplishments in my life, I personally feel I have so much yet to do and to accomplish. The time has gone by so quickly. Looking back, there's so many decisions I could have made better, but this is my life. And I know I have lived the best life that I know how to live. And if I knew better, then I would have done better. Exactly. I can only do what I could do and what I know to do. At this age in my life, I'm trying to be comfortable with me. And know I have done my best and better will come as I grow and learn. I'm learning every day. I learn a new lesson every day. And ladies, don't we all? I am learning that I am enough. And
That's the most important lesson.
and that has to be enough for everybody else in my life right now. I have to learn that lesson.
Yeah. I think the powerful words I am are so important.
Yes.
So
And just
true.
speak it.
Because that's what I do in my drama exercise. When I have kids come together, they come in the circle and they make a statement, I am. You know, and so many of our kids grow up hearing negative things thrown at them all the time. You know, and I hope that they grow up to know that they are more than whatever their environment
So
threw at them.
interesting. I was just reading about that in my Oprah book where she's talking about living with intention, and she's talking about I am. If you say I am tired, I'm exhausted, I'm poor, I'm miserable, that's what you will be. You have to say I am a creation of God, I am beautiful, I'm amazing.
I am tired today, but God, I'm feeling good about it. You know, because you can't help it if you're feeling tired.
I remember we
but
did a show
always,
about that.
always bring on a positive with it. That's how I think.
Yes. Well, I think I'm a doer. I do. I try not to look back and regret and hold on to things. I keep stepping forward, keep striving. I think that is my intention for my life. It's a work in progress, but it's an important lesson I have learned in my journey that I could pass on.
I think that's a great thing. I really appreciate that because sometimes when we reach a certain age, sometimes we don't even think about our like past self or tell ourselves some positive things, and the way how you actually put it together, it's really good.
You need to allow
You are
time to
doer
introspect
and
and
you have to do that.
Well, you have to learn from the past and move forward with intention, and don't let that hold you back.
For everything.
The
And
mistakes.
don't cry over spilt milk.
True, eh?
A lot of us.
Cry over spilled
A lot of us out there, our sisters out there, you know, something bad happened to them, they feel that's the end of the world. I mean, these are things, just lessons, just hurdles in life that will make you stronger.
Just keep
You
the
know?
faith, things will work out in one way or another.
Yeah.
an important part of my life is purpose and intention. Is to make a difference or positively impact people's lives. I try to do it in a small way each and every day. I've done some of it, but I feel there's so much more to do. I'm still young and I want a husband and a family, and that is a major goal for my purpose on life. So you know what? You be positive and things will happen in its own time. I no longer rush it like when you're younger and you plan and
have
it's
to get married by a certain
by
age.
25,
Yes.
I'm getting engaged. By 28, I'm getting married. By 38, first child. It will work out like that.
I've never made any of those promises.
Never.
I always had like a plan because I'm a planner. I like to plan all the time. But getting older, I've stopped it. I enjoy each and every day as it comes. Good and bad.
What's
They
important
say-
is
they
focusing
say-
on you
yes,
first,
and
and
they
then
say
everything else kind of falls into place.
No, it's like as I said that when you in the plane they say put on your
Yes.
socks
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
before you
Yeah.
can.
Yes.
And that's example of that. You know, you have to see about yourself to
Before you
see
see
about
about
They
others.
also say you can prepare for what life is going to throw at you. You can be prepared, but the actual time when things happen, you never know. God is the only one, or His grace is the only time that can decide that time, and you just have to be prepared for it and acceptance is the
And this also reminds me of one of the shows we did with violence in TNT. And since I'm from Laventille, a place where violence is part of life, I wish there was some way I could bring peace to the most beautiful place in Trinidad and Tobago. And you all, with my mom, we held a John Day. It's part of something that they kept in the US. And just thinking of how many people came out to that event, I am still...
John Day?
Yeah, it was really...
It says something that kept in the US?
It started in the US.
Serious?
John Day.
A guy from John living in the US,
Oh,
and he started that thing because everywhere he went, he saw somebody from John, apparently, or from some part of Laventille. So that created a big party, a street party,
In New
and
York.
and then 4 years ago it started here because they wanted it to see how it would be, and from that day on, my mom
That
and
day
What
everybody
date?
turn out.
Date?
And all the
but
community
it's kind of
comes
switched
out.
it. It's always after the one in the US.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
nice,
so
nice.
we'll talk about
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, but to me, it's a place packed with these strong people who live through untold personal horrors and walk down, those hills proud every day to make a better living for their families.
Those
Yes.
majestic
And I could
hills.
tell you,
Yes.
even if you just stand on the hill and you look down, the most beautiful
of course,
picture
of
of
course.
Porterfield you could
Of
ever
course,
see.
of course,
And those mothers up there on this hill, they have lost so much and withstand so much pain, who can still get up every day to live their intention. I know most normal women in the country cannot walk that walk at all. I could tell you that for
Because
sure.
a lot of I've lost sons and
I've lost
husbands
my
and
stepbrother, some cousins, I have friends, children who I taught. It's plenty. I've had guns stuck in my face more than once. It's plenty, and violence in Trinidad and Tobago. To me, it seems like it's getting more and more.
Just the
And I don't know.
well, let's hope Captain Gary Griffith will deal
Yes.
with that. Right?
That's so
No,
true.
but those mothers up there, they still really get up and live with their still intention, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah,
Women are strong,
they have
We're
purpose
strong.
still.
I mean, people always tend to look at us as more delicate, but we are strong and we have a kind of a strength that most men or men don't have.
Yeah,
we built for that.
Resilient.
Yeah, of course.
Isn't Destra also from Laventille?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
she's from her
Yeah,
on the
she-
street.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like her
Originally.
thing.
You know, girls, I think that what kind of it boils down to really is finding your happiness. And remember that show we did with Errol Fabian?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
Right? Where we explore how important finding what is meaningful to you and what will make you truly happy. I think that is what we all are searching for, to let go of the pains, the confusion, and live a peaceful and meaningful life. And be grateful for the people that, that take that journey with us. Like, right now we're taking this journey with each other. Many may come and go, and a very few will be there from beginning to end. And I'm sure we could all say,
I
but
identify with that,
we
yeah.
must make the time we experience with everyone who shares their precious moments with us enjoyable.
Yeah, it's important. It's important, a child come up to you and say, draw a picture, the children was drawing pictures of you and say, I love it!
Even though
You
the
know?
back of your head, you're like, okay,
Oh
so
my
what
God,
is
when
this?
this-
It's the best thing ever.
Who is
It's the
this?
best thing ever.
Yeah.
It's important to always spread happiness.
Yeah.
And people I know we talking this and they say, well, they could talk that. But it's easy to be happy.
Yeah.
Even though you have negativity going on in your life, Tell yourself over and over.
Find those moments and those people that give you joy
That is it.
and be grateful.
That is it. Because I've just, you were saying that, and what went in my head is something that Tyler Perry said, that people come into your life for a season.
Yes.
And not everybody is going to be the root in your life. No, every time there are some leaves going to
Leaves,
fall off the
branches,
branches.
and roots, yeah.
Yeah, so I
course.
like that story repeated itself in my head automatically.
People,
That.
we are learning and we are growing
It
every
is.
day. And we're trying our best to find our way in life.
Yeah.
Sometimes we get it right and sometimes we get it very wrong.
Yeah.
We make the wrong decisions. It's okay. So we say the wrong things. All right. We deal with situations badly. Yes. We let down our family and friends.
Been there.
Yep. But the fact that you are alive and hearing this means that you have been given a chance to do better. Because you know better. No. That is all life can ask of you. Strive to learn and do better with the life and experiences God has to give to you. And hopefully one day you can look in the mirror and be good with that and be satisfied with yourself.
Yes, we really have to.
Yeah.
That's a good point is
Yeah.
not having any regrets.
Yes.
Don't have any regrets. Live in the here and now. If you've made a mistake, you deal with it.
Yeah.
Forgive yourself.
Forgive yourself. And
Very
move on.
important.
And be
I
like
love
that
that.
and look for the positive in everything.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
No, it's like we can't be crying over spilled milk, you know, and regret something. They're okay, it's okay.
Yeah.
The obstacles and that we have to climb over, and it's how we deal with things, how we deal with losses, and how we deal with failures that makes us stronger people.
Penny,
you
as you
know?
say the word obstacles, I saw a quote, obstacles are detours in the right direction.
Of course.
It is.
Yeah.
Because when you think life is a straight line, you're doing all this kind of
And forgiveness.
Yeah.
Forgiveness is important.
Of
Because
course.
sometimes you move on and you say, okay, you forgive yourself, but you still can't forgive the other person. Somebody else who did you wrong. It's important to
Yes.
forgive.
The others, yeah.
Don't
I
hold the
think
grudge.
we
It will
should-
carry you down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, the most famous
Agree.
line I think we have is like, life is what you make it.
Right.
So life is a choice.
Yeah.
Happiness is a choice, and sometimes we don't look at it that way. I can choose to get up every morning, even though things are not good or it may
Or
seem not good. I can still get up and say, you know what, today is going to be a great day.
Yes, and
Yes.
once we get up and we give thanks,
Exactly.
it changes
Grateful.
everything.
Yeah.
And someone told me that even when you're sad and upset, if you laugh and say I am happy, you
Yeah.
will,
Yeah.
it
If
will, your
you go there,
endorphins
you
will
get
kick in
there.
and
Definitely
you'll
have to
get
try that.
happier. Yes,
Yeah.
try it.
And I will say, reach for the sky. They might fall by the stars or the clouds, but at least you're reaching, you're not going to the ground. Reach always. Anyway, people, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Much more when we return. Welcome back, everyone. You are viewing Sisterhood, your weekly magazine show. You can find us on Facebook at the Sisterhood TT and Instagram. We are so glad you stayed with us.
Besides taking care of each other, let's take care of ourselves with this week's fashion, beauty, and personal wellness segment, Self Centered. Hi everyone, it's Daniela, and today we're getting self-centered and a very special spa in Chaguanas. What makes this spa so special from the rest we're going to hear? It's called Arendreda Spa, and I'm here with the owner of the spa, Karan Mera. So Karan, can you tell us what makes your spa so special?
First of all, welcome to the spa. It's glad to have you here. And what makes us special is the approach which we have, which is herbal, natural, and Ayurvedic technique, which is a tradition from India. And we proud ourselves to be the soul and pioneers in this industry in Trinidad.
And how long have you been?
We started in 2011, so we are almost completing 8 years now.
You mentioned herbal.
Correct.
What about herbal as a good option?
So herbal is actually a very big thing in the market these days because people want to switch from harsh chemicals. And being said that, I firmly believe that going herbal maintains your skin and at certain age you still can maintain your skin without the use of harsh chemicals.
Okay. So, what services do you all offer?
We offer like a wide variety of services from head to toe. Skin services like body polishing, our signature papaya facial. We have carbon rejuvenation, which is like one of the best treatments which we have to offer. Hair treatments for hair loss, dandruff and hair thinning, and so much more. But we're gonna give you something very special today. Let the viewers watch it. Yeah.
I can't wait.
Today we are doing Chambi Indian head massage.
Your experience here at the spa?
It was amazing. The massage, phenomenal. I definitely think that is the best massage I've ever had so far. So I'll be coming back. And here, I can't believe this is me. I can't believe this is my hair. It feels so much healthier. She gave me a cut, a trim, a wash, and bouncy blow dry. Loved it. So one more question before we go. How can the viewers contact you?
Or they can call us at 383-7012, that's the spa line, or they can visit our Facebook page, Arinveda Trinidad, or the Instagram page. Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
It was nice having you here.
So happy to visit. That's it for today's edition of Self-Centered. Ladies, it's back to you.
We must know that we can learn from each other's experiences and gain strength from that knowledge. So, in an effort to encourage sharing, we move into our next segment called A Word from the Wise. Why? Why?
My name is Meeling, fashion designer. My label is Meeling. I grew up in St. Augustine, went to St. Joseph Convent, St. Joseph, and I think I spent most of my holidays or spare time in my mother's sewing room. My mother was one of Trinidad's top dressmakers, so I knew from a very early age what career path I wanted to follow. I have one son and 3 grandchildren. My passion is my work. I work out of 6 Carlo Street, where I have my shop, and I also do made to measure. I also do a lot of mentoring, which is something I've just recently, or I would say in the last 5 years, started in my career, and this I really enjoy. I think I like mentoring because one, I think the youth of Trinidad is, and even though, well, for those who want to follow in my footsteps, that they need some sort of direction. I love interacting with young people. It helps me stay relevant in the work I do, and also, besides me giving them advice, I'm also very interested to hear about their lives. I think one of the very major things that happened really very early this year. I was invited to represent Trinidad and Tobago at the Commonwealth Fashion display at Buckingham Palace. So it was they paired me with an artisan, a leather accessory designer from Dominica, and I designed a beautiful dress which was shown at Buckingham Palace, and I had the opportunity to go to Buckingham Palace where the piece was shown. It's still being shown in the UK, and then it goes to New York in September for the General Assembly at the UN, and then it will be at the Museum of FIT, which is the Fashion Institute of Technology in New York. Yes, every year something major happens. Sometimes they come out of the blue, like when I was asked to be on the design team for the movie Pan, which I jumped at because I'd never worked on a movie. And then Green Days by the River came, but that I handed it over to the interns or the young designers who had worked with me on Pan. So there are new things. I'm not going to just sit and relax on whatever laurels I have. I am always pushing the envelope, always wanting to discover new things, do new things, and I think this keeps me relevant. The biggest lesson I've learned is that the fashion industry is not, and I don't think I ever thought it was, it's not just glamour. It's not a walk in a park, especially when you run your own atelier or studio. You know, you're constantly on timelines, wanting to deliver my best, having to manage a studio of, well, what I should say, talented needlewomen. So really, although fashion is glamorous, it's not the most glamorous job in the world. I think my biggest challenge is to learn patience. Patience is definitely not one of the virtues I have, and I think I'm still trying to master patience. Oh, Trinidad and Tobago is a new place. What I would really love to see is a return to discipline, production, and tolerance. I think we've lost it, and I really do hope and pray every day that we will return to this. I think I would say what I always wish, and again I go back, you will see that I am a workaholic and my passion is my work. I always wish that I would always be relevant in my profession. And although I'm been working in the over 40 years, I still want people to see my work, want it, and be relevant in the fashion landscape internationally. I'm grateful for the wonderful health I have, that I can work every morning from 5 in the morning. I can come in here to whatever hour it takes me. That I have great health, and I'm so grateful for this because it allows me to do what I love best, my work.
That was our word from the wise. Thank you so much for sharing. Well, ladies, that leads us to our word of the week. What is the one word you want to take into next week that will focus you, motivate you, and keep you grounded?
One word?
Yes.
Only
At
one
least
word?
till the next episode, next season.
Oh, we have so many
one
words
word.
we've gone through this this season already. Who's starting?
Okay, I'll start.
Oh, good, good.
One word I definitely have to say that will take me through the week, and definitely through the rest of my life, is sisterhood.
Yeah, good word.
Boom. So ladies, just want to say thank you for being such good friends. And I'm happy to have gained so many sisters in this short space of time. You truly have impacted my life, and I hope to stay friends with you all. And definitely next season. We have to stay closer all, yeah?
Yes, this is only the beginning of the sisters.
So good.
Yeah, okay, so my word?
Yes.
My word will have to be, I think, strength. Why? Because I think everything in life is about strength, really, at the end of the day. And sometimes we are much stronger than we think we are. And I just want to encourage everybody that you are strong enough. You know, you have the strength to go on another day. Whether, you know, you may be tired, frustrated, you have what's in you to go and to keep going. So keep going and be strong.
And know that you could find strength in numbers in
Exactly.
the sisterhood as well.
Yes.
You know what I want to go after? I mean, mine is very short, like 2 letters of a word. And it is no.
Oh.
The reason why, the reason for that is because I have a problem with saying no. To a lot of time, I stretch myself. I do a lot of things to a lot of people, and every time I want something done for me,
You hear no.
never happen. Never happen. So I'm now in a phase trying to teach myself how to say no.
No in a positive
way.
Positive
Just because
no's.
the thing is, it's for me to now understand that I need to put myself first.
Yes,
I need to
exactly.
understand that I am also not just a brand and whatever. I'm also a person. I'm human too, and I deserve you to you know, reciprocate and do the same for me. The way I would always go and do for you. So don't be afraid to say no.
Yes.
I am learning as well, so no.
And you're strong enough to say no.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly.
You teach people how to treat you.
Exactly.
Yeah. So my word, I think forward. Forward. Don't look back.
For whatever.
Yes, don't look back. Just keep moving forward. Believe in yourself. You know what your intentions are for yourself. Just keep moving forward and have no regrets. Forward.
Gosh, this
Yeah.
is so
Yeah.
deep. My word is something. No, that's all right.
Yeah.
It's a word that's been coming up for me every week, and it's just a word that it's synchronicity.
Oh.
That's a big word.
Yeah, it is, but
Synchronicity.
it's. I believe that we all came together in the sisterhood because it was meant to be.
Yeah.
Yes.
And there's so many things keep happening like that. People come into our lives, and you know that you're in sync. And
Some of the new
trust
topics too was so in
it's in
sync
sync
with all
with
of
what we were going
going
on in
on with
our
our
lives.
lives.
Yeah, this whole topic of intention is something that we are all striving. I know I am striving towards in my life every day, finding my truth, my intention. So synchronicity comes when everything is in sync and it flows together, and you have to trust your instincts and have faith and believe that you are in the right place and everything is happening for a purpose, right?
Well, I have two words. Courage is my one word. Courage. I mean, as sisters out there, I want you all to find your courage. Be courageous. Find your strength. Find your energy. Find your passion, sisters. Encourage each other. From courage, encourage each other to be themselves and be their true selves, and other word is makome. All of you are my makomes. My makome, I love you all, and I think it's been a wonderful 13 episodes. I mean, I love Seth and Dominic and JP.
What I personally love is our
Ronaldo,
fashion
and there's one
Steve.
other person.
Our fashion.
Dominic.
All our local designers who got to play.
All our local designers.
Yes,
Thank you.
I must say thank you because I loved
And-
it.
And it was wonderful. Yes, it was. So I want to say those my macomes. I love all of. We are all macomes in this lovely island of Trinidad and Tobago. You are my sisters. You are my macome.
Well, I want to thank everyone for viewing and to extend this special invitation to you to join the Sisterhood group. Join us. It is totally free. We want you to be part of this movement.
Yeah. We have plans. So join.
Definitely. The intention is for us to form a large, powerful group of ladies who will come together in the sisterhood to communicate, collaborate, and celebrate each other.
Yes, it's very easy to join. Just log on to the sisterhoodtt.com and click join the sisterhood, or go to the Sisterhood Foundation of Trinidad and Tobago page on Facebook, and you will find the join the sisterhood form.
Yes. Please
Super
let's
easy.
go join, tell a friend, spread it.
Yeah.
We want this to be more than just a weekly television show, but a movement that can make the lives of women, not only in Trinidad and Tobago, but the region better by coming together, where we can communicate and collaborate and educate and celebrate each other and celebrate our greatness as Caribbean women in this world.
Caribbean woman.
So I want to thank all those who tuned in, not only today, but for the entire season. And though this is our last show for the season, please tune in and keep posted, keep updated with us. Like we said, go to our Facebook page and just, keep in tune with us. We want to continue to connect with you, okay?
Yes, we want to continue with the sisterhood.
We want to
And we will be
continue
back.
with the
Look out for the
sisterhood.
next season. We're coming
Exactly,
back.
and of course we could connect with you. Remember, we also want you to get your sisterhood bracelet. It is a 7 chakra and lava stone diffuser bracelet. That means you can add your fragrance to the lava stone, and the 7 chakra semi-precious gemstones, beads, are said to have healing powers.
They do. Boing. We also want you to look out for our live Sisterhood Empowerment events coming up soon.
And we are all really, really excited about sisterhood. We're excited that the sisterhood is here, and we have so many great topics to share with you, and hope you will be able to learn something from this experience.
Well, That's it. Yo, that's it.
Already?
That's it for this week's
And we have to say happy
episode.
birthday to our Dominic too.
Well,
Dominic LaRoche.
Dominic LaRoche.
Dominic LaRoche.
DLR.
And these are Dominic's designs that we are wearing this week. Thank you so much,
And
Dominic.
Cecilia's birthday is next Monday.
Yes,
as well.
next Monday.
Following Monday, yes. And,
It's just
and-
lots of birthdays and lots of Leos in the sisterhood.
And then Richard is coming. Richard Young is going. His own is on the 10th. And so the world could know to say happy birthday to Mr. Young.
Well, everybody, that's it for this week's episode. You know, we're leaving now, and we just want to say bye for now. Bye. We love you.
And as we always say,
Let's take care of each other, TNT!
Because we're sisters.
Sisters!
We have to have a theme song now, you
Sisters, sisters and the baby, sisters in the city, sisters and